surprise, motherfucker.
Yes, guys, welcome to the second most must-see show on Cardiff City World, nay, Ace Podcast Nation. This is your 1927 club. Do not adjust your seats. Matthew Angel's not grown hair and a personality. It is me, the co-host of Flower, Mr. Robert Boyle, here to delve into this evening and the pool show that we've entertained earlier on today. I am here with the co-host with the most, Mr. Rhys, David Evans. How the devil are you, my friend?
Getting better, not 100%, but getting there. So can't complain.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that win 100% today, my friend. So, we won't beat around the bush. So the plan of attack is, we'll jump into the lineup, etc., and talk about the team and obviously the score, which we won't talk about much about the score, but we'll get straight into it as we go. But before further ado, as well, see your interaction, yours in the comments, these, thems, he, hims, please. Your interaction means the world to us. So, feel free to jump in along the way. Without further ado then, my friend, lineup, was we happy with the lineup today?
I want to say 100% happy with it. Nothing against Joe Rawls. I love Rawls, but he's not got the legs, and Leeds have got a fast side. I just think if he were going to sell CEO, it would have been after today, I thought, because CEO's got the energy and the legs, and that he can run round. And I just thought we missed that day. We clearly missed that day. It just wasn't there. So I just thought we were a bit missing. I don't know. I just thought the middle two, there was no legs there really. I just thought I wasn't happy with that really. Do you know what I mean? Downer's but just back from injury as well, the hamstring. I'm thinking it's not really the game to get him straight back in for.
No, I 100% agree, mate. And that midfield today needed legs. And, you guys, mainly the Flower Hour fam, know how much I love CEO. And I was generally gutted to hear his departure 48 hours ago. And I feel like it needed that sort of energy today. Let's not beat around the bush. Leeds are a very, very good side. They are a Premiership team. Let's be real. Let's not cut no bones about it. They are a Premiership team. And, I 100% expect them to be competing against the top end teams in English Football League next season. But it just lacked our legs. But it was it the, I think it was the first goal. And I don't want to pull out players, but when they broke through and Ralsey just almost like he gave up and he didn't get back to cover when they got forward, and obviously I had that easy tap in, but I don't know, man. Would you have kept? Would you? So I know we're jumping a little bit around, but CEO, would you have kept him still as a squad player?
I would have kept CEO regardless. I think he was one of the first teams on the sheet next to Chambers. I thought their partnership so far has been fantastic. They've kept Swansea quiet. I mean, they dominated the middle of that game. And you're looking at Swansea thinking, this is a team that, I know Rolsey was started stuff, but when he came on, he brought energy next to Chambers, and he was just really good. I just thought we lacked that today. Again, the window doesn't close until Monday. You could have kept CEO for the game today now. Just add a bit of energy, a bit of pace in the middle, and then I don't think we would have lost 7-0 if he was there. I'm not saying without him we would lose it in 7-0, but I just thought we lacked that what he offers. It is hard because again we all love Joe Rolls, but he's not got the legs to run around like me. And again, a team like Leeds, it shows what pace can do to a team in this league, and it's something we've not had for so long. But the thing that frustrates me the most is I remember at the start of the season, Dalman, I think it was Dalman, who said that we expected to challenge the top 2 this year. That's the aim. And you look at Leeds and compared to us today, and you can see we're nowhere near a team like Leeds. Absolutely nowhere near. A team like Leeds are a top 2 side. You can see we're a team fighting relegation. Do you know what I mean? Like the difference in quality, and they can say all they want. Though we back the manager, we support the squad and stuff. No offense, we got a loan player from Ajax. So again, nothing against him. But when you see like a side of Leeds have got individual quality all over, and you look at us and go, well, you've got a midfielder playing right back, you've got a winger playing left back, you've got a winger who's not played for over 2 years, playing on one wing. It just shows the lack of quality we really have. Like,
and what's I going to say to you? Mine's gone completely blank. So I just got lost track in the comments, in fairness. I'm just going to jump straight into a comment, from News Now Northampton. Where's he gone? Your manager won't sack it. Should we even give this comment a time of day?
I mean, where's Northampton? They League 2, are they? Or I mean, what's crazy was they had a tech deal on they did at one point. But yeah, I mean, you look at the Burnley game. Burnley played Leeds United. They parked the bus, Burnley did, because they know you can see how good Leeds are. Let's be honest, on paper, Leeds are a fantastic side. They should be in the Premier League. And Burnley parked the bus to stop them scoring. And I think we just expect. I think no criticism for Rhys for me, no criticism. But I think today you've seen a manager versus a coach. Like Rhys just expect us to go out to the same formation, play the same sort of football we normally do, and get a result. And I don't think you can do that against Leeds with the pace they have and the quality they've got. You've got to kind of like play deeper, hope to hit on a counter, maybe get an extra man to drop into the back line and defend, maybe go with the back 5, 3 holding midfielders, and then look for Ashford over the top. But again, I mean, Leeds is just so good, mind it. You can take Dan James off and bring Willie Nonto on. I mean, look, that's fantastic. We take off El Ghazi and we look at putting Matty on normally. I'm not saying Matty's not criticising Matty or anything, but the standard and quality is this. This is a top 2 side, and we're a relegation fighting side. You could see it today.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, this game was always a free hit.
Yeah,
and my biggest concern is one, the goal difference. I never in a million years want to come down to that, but you don't want to be a goal difference situation coming in this season, which could harm us. And 7-0 is not great by any stretch of imagination. It's a morale thing as well. I hope to God that they spoke about it, that this was a free hit almost, and that this will define your season, because the fixtures coming out, we'll talk about them a little bit later, I expect. But in the next few weeks, I think we got Portsmouth, Hull, Plymouth,
Bristol City coming up.
Bristol City, yeah, exactly. So, we're playing about 4 or 5 teams all in and around where we are in the league at the moment. So it's not a defining game by any stretch of imagination. It's just how you bounce back from it. And maybe it's a good thing, mate, that the FA Cup is the next game. To take that a little bit of heat away, if you like, from what's obviously transpired today, because you don't want to be going straight from a horrendous defeat like that to another league game. So it could be a bit of a blessing in disguise, do you think?
Yeah, well, it just shows how wild this league is. Let's be honest, we take Swansea City apart like a League Two side they are, 3-0, and then we lose 7 to Leeds and look like a League Two side ourselves. But I think if you watch Leeds all this season, you can see this has been coming, this a game like this. And it's just unfortunate it was against us it happened from. But again, when you play one of the best teams in the league by a mile, so 7-0 is how it's on paper. You see the score and it's bad. It is bad. You just hope now that they go, look, lads, forget about today. Apologise to the fans. I think the club should pay the tickets for the fans who went up there today. I think that should be a given. That should. To see them capitulate like that. Another thing, it shows a lack of leadership as well on the pitch, I think. You just thinking that when it's 4-0 down, you want a leader on there to start sorting them out. I do think we've always lacked that. But again, it's just right to the off, I think. You just forget what to say. We're in a league of our own, we're at the bottom. We're in a league with Plymouth, with Portsmouth. The teams around us we're in a league with, and we've got to focus on catching them up and don't take a point with them, really.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Do you think... Okay, so going back to the team today before I start going off on a tangent. So there's been a lot of comments around Darland of late. Yes, he's a very good defender, but there's been a lot of comments regarding his physicality. Do you think that that's warranted? Do you think that he needs to bulk up? And would you be inclined to take him out the firing line, potentially put Will Fish in instead while he works on that? Or would you say you're happy with where he is right now?
Well, I think it was Swansea at home at one point. He got bullied off the ball. Way too easy. I went to Millwall away, and I don't know if he was ill, but he was getting bullied all over the place at Millwall against the smaller lads. The first goal today, you could see him slowly jogging back as after Dan James gets past him. And after Dan James cuts back, he then puts the sprinters on. I think he should have been doing that in the first place. I think, again, the English league is so difficult to get used to when you're not used to it. Normally he looks okay next to Gutas, and I think he makes Gutas look a better player as well. So I wouldn't really drop him. I do think, though, today I think it was... Again, I would have played a back five today, and I think Dowden had the hamstring injury. I thought it's a bad game to bring him back straight forward. He's probably still not 100%, and you're playing against Leeds. I would have thought of doing that. Renamotor didn't have the best of games, but let's be honest, he's been so good and consistent for us. One mistake, and he looks like a different player. But yeah, I just think right to the off. I don't think you can judge any of the players after today's result. They all had a bad game, and we know they're all better than what they've shown today.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, mate. And I say, we'd want to pull players out on their performance and things like that. I don't think anyone, stood out really today. There was times when Callum Robson tried his best and tried to do, he dropped very low to try and get things working, but we can't really pull it out on this today. It's one of those freak incidents that's happened. And I think it is a freak incident that's happened. And, Sousa's brought a good point here. Oh, shit, not this one. Differently, but Brighton have been a very good team this season. I know it's different circumstances, etc. They got battered by Nottingham Forest today. These things do happen. I know it's, like I said, slightly different because Brighton are towards mid-table of the Premiership. But like I said, at the start of the show, the only thing I can hope for today is that it's not too damaging on the morale. That's all we can all hope for, is that they take it with a pinch of salt and they move on, because the last thing you want is to get massively demoralised by a heavy defeat like this, and it's obviously to play on your mind, etc. So I'm hoping that that's been laid into them after the game, and they go from there. Personally,
Yeah. Again, as I said, it's a shocking result to see them capitulate the way they did, and no one's saying it's understandable or acceptable. But I just think the way Leeds have been so far this season, that's been coming against someone. And again, unfortunately, it was us that happened to. And I just think we do have a tendency to hit panic buttons quite easy as Cardiff fans. We do. We beat Plymouth 5-0 and everything's rosy. We beat Portsmouth on the Tuesday 2-0 and everything looks good. We lose 2 or 3 games and there's panic stations again. We're in the same situation most seasons. I think we're a team that's floating, doing the best with what we got. It's pretty clear we need quality, we need pace and stuff. We got 2 days now, really, to get that in. Let's hope we can sort something out and kick on and just step the season. Because, again, I'd rather us survive the season, and if we did lose 7-0, but we stay up the season, okay, I'd take that. But if we lost, say, 2-0 and go relegated, it's a different story. So forget the results today. Just focus on staying in the league, because that's massive for us, that is. If we go down, that's game over. So just, again, it's the cup next week now. Give some of the rotation squad a game, give a Horvath a game, Fisher a game, Ruben a game. Let the others get some fitness in, and we can see who stands out and maybe get them into the first team for a league game then. Because the week after that, we got Bristol City at home, and that's a massive game for us.
So you talk about transfers and things like that. So I'm not sure if it's been 100% put out there in the World Wide Web yet, but Cardiff has agreed a loan deal with William Thomas Alves from Leicester City Football Club. He's a left winger, and he's just made 1 senior appearance for Leicester City. So apparently it's a done deal. He's only 19 years of age, so a very, very young boy. Very promising, but apparently the deal's done. He's a under 17, 18, and under 20 international. So from what I've read, he's a very intense winger, very quick. And yeah, apparently it's a done deal. I'm not sure if you've seen it yet, mate, but I think it's very, very recent. That's been pulled over the line. Yeah,
I seen something, someone posted saying that Lisvane had confirmed it earlier that he's going to Cardiff, and that they're going to keep an eye on him over there. He's a winger, which is good. We needed a winger, let's be honest. Trying to see where he fits in a minute, though, because we got Willock, who plays out wide, El Ghazi plays out wide, Tanner's playing out wide, Ashford's playing out wide. Does he start? I mean, Ashford's on the team regardless now, I think, for me. I think he's shown that he's fantastic on the right side. This lad is probably to the left. That means Willock is on the bench, which, again, nothing against it. They'll maybe push him on to do better during the training and stuff, and no regard, which it was only a positive. But I think that does rule out then El Ghazi really having a big impact. I think the club have seen El Ghazi not worked out the way they wanted it to, and I think this lad coming in is a sign that maybe he'll be gone in the summer regardless.
Yeah, that's a good point there, mate, because that left wing is stacked. Granted, maybe not top quality stacked, but it's stacked, isn't it? And it makes you wonder whether we'll see a couple of departures. It's hard to say because obviously Willock and El Ghazi both coming obviously in the summer. It does begs the question, I mean, whether we will see Ollie Tanner again in a Cardiff shirt.
I don't like. I love Ollie Tanner. I think he's a fan favourite for me. But when I seen Southampton in for him, I was surprised. When I seen Leeds in for him, I was surprised.
Yeah,
nothing against him. You look at Leeds. You got Dan James, Willie Nonto, right? 2 players who I think are head and shoulders above Ollie Tanner. Like the standard is such a bigger jump than what he offers. I mean, I'm surprised, and there's nothing against Ollie. I love Ollie, but
yeah, agreed.
I can't see any truth in Leeds coming for him or Southampton coming for him. That's wild, that is for me. And if he does go on to one of them sides, all the best to him. Well done. You've got a cracking agent, but I just don't see how he lasts 60 minutes for us. He's good for 60 minutes. He's not a world beater. He's not setting the league light. So I'm surprised if that's the case.
Yeah, I think, with all due respect, you're absolutely right, mate. I don't think he's ready to make that jump up yet. And he is a good player. There's obviously something about him. Excuse me, sorry. There is something about him, and the boy can play, but, it's a big jump. And, all right, Southampton is sinking ship, by the way. Like, do you know what I mean? So the chances are we'll be playing them again next season. But I don't personally think he's going to be. He's there yet, personally, to ruffle feathers in the Premiership or the top end of the Championship. I don't think personally. There was something else I wanted to allude to as well. Was it gone? 21s. I know we've gone way off the mark by here, but bit of positive news. And 21's quality today, very, very good. Ramsey making a comeback, playing 45 minutes from Simic, scoring a goal as well. I thought that was very, very promising. Hang on, 2 seconds before we talk about that. Right. So, time starts now. Well, time starts when we first went live. Suze, this rolls on to here. If we can get 3, it's going to happen. 100%. So, for those of you who aren't aware, we'll say the last flower row I did, wasn't it?
Yeah.
10 days ago, whatever it was. So, if we get 3 new members tonight, I will get a tattoo saying, was it all fart, no poo?
I thought it was originally you'd have what's it, a CEO on your arm. You said for 3 members you get CEO. Then it was if he scores you get CEO.
Yeah, well, CEO's dead to me now, so he's ruined it. So we'll go with actually, I'll put it to you a lot. Tell you what, I will put it to you a lot. I'll get a tattoo. It was all fart, no poo, Damien made. That's what I want. If we get 3 new members before the end of play today, I promise you, I swear to God, on my game's life, I will get my first tattoo as all fart, no poo. Hashtag all fart, no poo. I promise you. So we need to get 3 new members. I should have started off with that as at the top of the show, but it rolls on. So you little sausages watching along, 3 new members, and I will get the all fart, no poo. If we get 1, I'll have all tattooed. I'm joking.
While we're on that, then we may as well talk about. While we're on that, we may as well talk about signing up to the members. So first of all, we appreciate everyone who watches and tunes in, regardless if you remember or not. We won't do that without you guys. 100%. If you do want to sign up, though, there's normally a link to the bottom on YouTube. You click to sign.
Oh, shit. How do you do that?
I'm not sure, but normally it's on YouTube anyway. So you can sign up through YouTube or Patreon, and it helps Si a lot. It does keep the channel going.
It'll want to help me and Rhys as well, so make sure you do it, guys.
It also gives you access 24 hours to live events, and the more members we got now, obviously, the less tickets there are. So, and we got Glen Newman's coming on the 25th of April, which is going to be a massive night. Let's be honest, there's only a few tickets available because the site likes to keep them short and very intimate. So, if you are a member, you will get access for anyone else. So, it's always worth signing up just for that alone.
Oh, 100%. Like, me and Rhys have done, I think, pretty much all of size events since he's done them, and they're class. Like, it's such a good crack. It's small crowd, very imminent, and it's just great. Like, it's good.
They are good, mate. Again, it's a good laugh as well. You get time with the guest, ask your questions, and everyone sits together as a laugh. There's always like an hour after the event, and halfway through it, there's a break. They can interact with the other fans, and everyone's there for the same reason as well. Everyone there is a Cardiff fan, you know what I mean? So even if you're on your own, like there's always a space at our table normally, and let's be honest, there's always space open. So we simply want everyone's friendly. And the con club we go to is brilliant as well. The drink's quite cheapish. It's just a good vibe all around, I think. So it's well worth signing up just for tickets.
Oh, it's class, man. It is class. Like I say, it is a good vibes, good setup. Highly recommend it. Collins Club is so well run. Like, it's so well run. And I've become a member of the Collins Club myself just for the events, so I can get a discount on my beers. So happy days. Oh, who we got joining us now? Some bold little prick. Stay there.
Can you muted? You are.
What a bell.
Muted.
You don't get this rubbish on a flower over.
This is why we're number one show, this is.
Ah, Christ.
Keep the audience at the
try again.
No.
Oh, God, Angel. Yeah, what was I going to say? Completely betrayal.
You expected any movement out to the club now before the window closes?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say to you about, actually. Rheindorf, obviously, by all accounts, he was 2 feet out the door. Going to Notts County on loan. On the bench today, I don't believe he got on. I think he was there just to make up the numbers, personally.
He's just back from injury, mind, don't he? So it might just be a lack of fitness or something. They were hoping to bring him on, maybe. You hope that's the case.
Yeah, well, that's it. I still expect his loan to go through, mate. You've got 48 hours yet until the window closes. So I still fully expect his deal to go through. Matty was an interesting one. There's rumours that he was ill. There's rumours that he's on his way out. I'll put this to you then, my friend. Would you expect to see Matty in a Car City shirt come next week?
No. Nothing against him personally, but if we bring another winger in, that's the position he plays. We just spent rumoured £1 million on a striker. So Salic is playing ahead of Matty now. Another winger coming in, that's another person ahead of Matty. Nothing against him, but I think he can stay if he wants, but I think the chances are going to be limited now, very much, do you mean? I think he will go. I think Cymru will also go. I think them two are 1 foot at the door already. Disappointed, mind, with Joel Caldwell. He's out on loan at Exeter now. We called him back from playing week in, week out at Cheltenham. He's on the bench most weeks now for Exeter, and he's coming on a right back. So he's gone from playing number 10. He's gone from playing number 10 at Cheltenham, running things, dictating the play, to playing right back for 20 minutes here, 30 minutes there. So not really happy with that one. I mean, it's a recurring issue we have. Like, I don't know why we called him back for. I understand, pushing him to a higher level, but if you're fighting relegation League One or you're chasing the playoffs in League Two, I don't think the standard's that big of a jump. And in League Two, he was the main man. That's a different pressure. So, I just think there's been 1 or 2 leaving now that, like, I'm surprised the club give Tete a new deal. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, 2-year deal as well.
2-year deal, and I thought he's shown nothing yet. I understand getting him out on loan, but surely the idea would have been leave him out on loan until about April, and if he's looking good, give him a new contract. If he's not looking good, you can say, look, he's not cutting a League One either. Let's cut our losses and score separate ways. I was so surprised it was a 2-year deal he got given. And Luke's given a 1-year deal, and the Ted's got a 2-year deal. I'm like, really? If you did want to give a 2-year deal, why not have a 1-year deal with the option of extending for a year for the club? That way you're not tied down for 2 years a player. You've got the option to extend it. I just thought it was just a baffling, really.
Do you think that, apart from, obviously, Rheindorf, Tete still looks like he's going to go out alone? Do you think we'll see any more outgoings?
Well, Tete's gone, and he's gone to Bolton.
He has now, yeah.
He's gone to Bolton. like I said, I think Jamlu will go, and I think Matey both gone. I would have thought Will Fisher would have gone on loan for 6 months and got first team football week in, week out. Trying to think, Horvath, I don't really see a future in the club
You
for.
say about Will Fish. Sorry, Rhys. You say about Will Fish, but who's going to cover centre half there now?
We got Joel Bagan who can play centre half right now in a minute. We got Dylan Lawler from the under 21s who can step up if need be. You got Chambers who can drop back into defence, worst case scenario. I mean, we've got NG can play centre half as well. I mean, he's not even playing in it now, but we can play NG centre half. I think we got quite a lot of cover who can play centre half. I just think Will Fish might need a loan like McGuinness had when he had 6 months at Sheffield Wednesday, playing week in, week out, come back a better player. I think that'll help him. Horvath maybe can leave. I don't see a future for Horvath. But then it becomes a case of spending money to get another keeper in, which you don't really want to be spending money on, do you mean?
No. Yeah, that'd be daft to do that, mate. I think that...
You'll wait till the summer for that. We'll get a free transfer in for the goalie.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think Fish will go out alone, personally. I don't think that they'll risk it. I don't think they're that convinced with the centre-back pairing that they got at the moment, personally. I don't think. Especially after today. I think that... I don't want to single out players, but I think that was one of the worst performances I've seen for Dimmy today. I think personally, he made a few errors. I know it sounds stupid, but I just hope that the fact that obviously his Maka CEO leaving is not playing on his mind. Do you think that's a possibility? Like, losing his compatriot.
Well, don't forget last year, I think 2024, January the 1st, we played QPR and Dimmy scored a header, I did. It was his first game back after the death of his grandmother, I want to say. And I think you could see he was struggling at that time. He looked homesick, and now probably the only man who could speak to him in his own language is gone as well. It's got to be difficult. So... it looks like the club expect him to leave in the summer. I think they're trying to cut the wage bill down. I see there's loads of Leeds fans in the chat, mind. I don't care for what he's commenting. Just thank you for commenting because it helps boost the channel. So
I know.
I mean, I'm like, more viewers you could get. I don't care who sport. You're helping us, so thank you for that. But there's one comment saying Wales got 3 good players. He's forgot Carl Darlow. I think Carl Darlow plays for Leeds as well.
Yeah.
So there's a 4th there, mate, by the way. But yeah, again, it's just I think CEO going, that's going to have a massive impact on Gutas, I think. And you've seen the impact CEO had on the training ground. Like, he was a lively character. He was running around smiling, jumping up and down. His players are so fantastic for morale. I think it's a massive loss. You could always replace the player, but you can never replace the character so easy, if that makes sense. Like Tony Pulis said before, he'd have players like John Park in his dressing room, not because they had quality, but because what they brought to the dressing room, it was something you just couldn't replace it, and players that got a dime a dozen, like.
No, that's right. I think it's priceless, I think. It's all well and good having these quality footballers in your dressing room and things like that. It's great. It's mint. But it's a different story than to have that person who's just that extra personality, like, who brings the club together, brings the boys together and things like that. And there's no doubt about it. English is not even his first language, but you could tell from the interviews he's done, things like that, he brings the boys together around him. And of course, they got a bromance, him and Dimmy. And, it's inevitable, mate. These 2 boys coming over from a foreign country into Wales, of course they're going to be close. Of course they're going to be close. I don't know their relationship prior to Cardiff. It may well be the same potentially, but they're bonded massively when they come to Cardiff, and us as fans can see it 10 times over. With the interviews and things like that. So it's going to be a lot for him to take. And I don't like some of the comments I've seen about Demi, like, oh, it's just a player, get on, move on with it, etc., things like that. Any human being is going to struggle a little bit when, like, they're a rock, etc., in their life is moved on to something else, whether it be your administration job, your call center job, and things like that. It's bound to affect you. Just because these guys make 15, 20 grand a week doesn't mean shit. The fact is that Dio and Simi obviously spent a hell of a lot of time together. And he needs to adapt to it. And he needs to kick on and show why Dimmy still deserves a place in the squad. Because, as you all know, Flower Hour guys know, I'm a massive fan of two. I still didn't get my Dimmy and Seal to score 2-1. So,
again, I mean, I take today, forget about today, right? But Dimmy has been a standout centre half in this league. Like, he's an old school centre half. He's tall, he's commanding. He gets stuck in. He likes to bully strikers. Again, you can't strike the player like that off. I mean, everyone has a bad game. Unfortunately for us today, he was against a strong side. Again, I know I've seen a few comments saying it's unacceptable, and it is unacceptable to lose 7-0. It's shocking. But it's one of those ones to say where everyone was bad. It's not just individuals. It's the whole team. Everything was just wrong. I think the setup was wrong. The whole lot, everything is... Skip past today now. Focus on the next game. That's all we got to do. Take every game like a cup final. Again, we kick on. We've got Bristol City coming up in the league. So let's focus on that now.
Yeah, we move on, Matt. We move on. So we may as well talk about it. We delved into it a little bit. Next week, the FA Cup game, do you think will be 11 changes?
At 11, I think it'll be like 7 or 8, I think, at least, anyway. Probably see Bacon on left back, Hovarth in goals, Fish centre half. You'll see likes of who else we got can play right back. Trying to think, we've got the youngsters maybe on the. Do we bring some of the youngsters through? Unfortunately, K Pacquiao's out injured. But they'll probably have Simic make an appearance. I think now with Ted is gone, Simic will probably make an appearance. Maybe get 30 minutes, 45 minutes there. Might see 30 minutes of Ramsey. Bring him on late after Rubens had a cameo, a game. I just think it'll be a full rotation. I think, yeah, it's the FA Cup. I mean, it's not just a free hit, but it's one of those games where there's no points on the line. And I think we can afford to rotate the squad and bring in fringe players. So yeah, I fully expect to see that, and then focusing on Bristol the week after.
Yeah, and this is a good point for Rhys by here. Canton is back, and you look good today. You look good today. Feeling 21s, you look very good. You look like he's got back up to speed very quickly. He looks such a good fullback. He does. Huge fan of him. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. Obviously, not this season. I don't think he's going to break into it, but I think next season, mate, he's going to be knocking on our door to get in that first team.
Well, I don't know if... So he was on loan at Woking, I want to say? And they're not leagues. They play FA Cup qualifying rounds. So I don't know if he's appeared in the FA Cup qualifying rounds for them. If he has, he can't play for us, he can't. So I'm not too sure if he's played or not already. But again, you can play Giles left back and put Bacon centre half with Fish. I mean, we need to rotate the squad. We need to keep everyone on their toes and fit just in case someone's going to come in from injuries. Like I said, I fully expect to see one or two at least players more come in. So wherever they are, they might get a game just to get them back up to fitness. Do you know what I mean? So we've still got time with the window to close.
Do you so? If you was the transfer committee, then what would be your go-to? Let's say player position or positions come the deadline day.
I would have I see it was such a massive loss. I would have got number 18 on loan regardless. number 8 would have been like a Tommy Doyle, like from before. That would have been the first one on the team sheet for me. And number 8 were there. We got a striker, so that's covered. I do think we do need a winger with pace, and hopefully this lad is coming in, Alves, or whatever, how you say it. Hopefully he's got it. I do think left back we need a bit of cover, I think. I know we got down on Bagan. Dowda does pick up injuries quite often, mind. So you do with someone to challenge Bagan, a proper left back, which would allow Dowda to play further forward if he gets the chance. I just think, again, on paper we look okay, but after you see the result today and see the team we played against today, you just see the difference in quality, and we just think we're nowhere near that standard. So you then say, do we need players in every position to be better? So it's hard to decide, I think. We just got to get pace in the side. I think pace is the biggest thing we lack, and I think it's been clear for a while.
Interesting comment from Paul here. I think we need a decent captain.
Yeah.
Do you think? And it's hard to argue that, in fairness, I think, personally. I think Alwick did a great job. I know it's not a favourite of people and players, etc., to have a captain as a keeper. I like it personally because, Schmeichel used to do it massively for United. Manuel Neuer did it. So you can see the big picture when you're in goals. You can see the bigger picture as a captain, as a skipper. But I don't know what his voice is like. Obviously, I'm going to be shouting and screaming, etc., like that to be a skipper. But what do you think?
So I wouldn't say we need a captain. I say we need leaders. And I get two different things. I mean, let's be honest, you can give anyone a captain's armband on that side. Anyone can have a captain's armband. Take today out of it. I think you've seen Alnwick is a great leader at the back for the back line. Before today, he's been a fantastic commander in that back four. But you look at the most successful teams we've had, the promotion winning teams, Peltier, Smithies, Sean Morrison, Sol Bamba, Aaron Gunnarsson. We've had leaders all over the team. All successful teams have leaders. You look now, and again, I think Alnwick is a decent leader at the back, in front of for the back four. Again, today he's out the way. Rawls, I love Rawls. I don't see him as a leader. That's nothing against him. I just don't see him as a leader. And I look at the other players. You can see the goal, and everyone's heads drop. There's no actual leaders there. Again, I'm going. I think leadership is a massive thing we've missed for so long now. I think that's what we need. Rather, again, like I said, anyone can be captain, but to get a proper leader in, that's different. That is, you need them throughout your team.
I don't think we've had that for a while. Like, the leader side of things. It's been a long time. You look back at the squads from the last, 5, 10, 15 years, however long you want to go back. And there was always leaders on the pitch, wasn't there?
Yep.
You got like Darren Purses, your Hudsons, Kevin Norton, Joe Ledley, Peter Whittingham, Aaron Ramsey with his pomp.
McPhail, Gavin Ray. I mean,
yeah.
Roger Johnson, Glenn Luvans, Sol Bamba, Peltier. Again, we have so many proper leaders.
Peter Thorne. Players like you, Peter Thorne, like you just look at it and you know that they would stand up and deliver. And yeah, of course, Gigi Parry, how could I forget? Graham Kavanagh. There was Andy Legg.
Willie Bowler.
There's players in that shirt who would just run through a brick wall for you. And that's our point exactly. You had in every team we just mentioned there. So, there was 4, 5, 6 players in that team of 11 that would be on the pitch that would take a bullet for you. And you don't see it at the moment, mate. You don't see it at the moment. And like I said, I don't want to poo-poo in the efforts because of obviously how well Cardiff have done over the last 5, 6 weeks or whatever it is. But it's the leadership, Pat.
It's not even just again, you go down and everyone's heads just drop. There doesn't seem to be any accountability, anyone out there, getting players in position, dragging them through the game. And that's a big issue. I mean, like I said, you could lose, I don't know, you could lose Alan McNeil, for example, and then all of a sudden you look at that picture and think there's no actual leaders there. Before you would lose Bamba, you'd have Morrison, you'd have Peltier stepping up, you'd have Aaron Gunnison stepping up. There was Hoylett stepping up. Do you mean Harry Hart died? I was on loan, but he was stepping up. You lose one, you had 4 others there ready to do it. And like managers always say, if when you got leaders, you haven't got to say nothing. They'll take care of the dressing room for you. I don't think anyone at that club is taking care of the dressing room. And I think that's a massive issue. And it's an issue we've had for a season or two. And I think it's clear to see we've had that issue because of where we keep finishing, just above relegation zone. It's something we've never addressed.
Actually, a great comment from Matthew, by the way, who's Leeds family comes in peace, so be kind. Game plan was wrong. Best attack in the league. Don't come at us, sit back and counter. I think you're right. And they fathomed that out somewhat to a certain extent when they went 5 at the back, 3 centre halves, and I thought that was starting to turn a corner when they went 3 centre halves, and I thought, okay, yes, we're 2-0 down, but we could build on that and let's not get stupid. Let's not get into a stupid position where we're conceding 3, 4, 5, 6. They have to be 7. But, you know, you got to be respectful to the team we're playing against, Pat. And, like, you know, I don't want to kiss asses here, but they are a very fucking good team. Like,
we said this at the start of the show, didn't we? Burnley sat back against them tonight and grind out a 0-0. And we didn't. We went out to play. We set up the same way we played against Swansea. We set up the same way and expected us to go out and get a result today. And then you look at the side and you think there's not much legs there. There's no legs in the middle. Do you know what I mean? Again, Chambers been fantastic. But are you expect him to chase back Dan James, or will he not do it? He's not got legs for that. Rolls, I mean, he can't sprint back, you know, and chasing them back. We should, like I said earlier, we should have just sat back. I know when we invite pressure, we do crumble. I get that. But at least hit him on the counter with Ashford at some pace. I just thought today we just kind of went, you know what, it's Leeds. We'll just do what we normally do and expect something to happen. And I don't think you can do that. And I think, like I said, there's no, again, for me, there's nothing. Not blaming Rhys or nothing, but we see the manager today versus a coach, you know, in that regard. I know he wasn't on there, like, but he should have been saying, look, lads, don't go out normally, sit back, get an extra man in the middle to try and break a play a bit, some extra legs there, hit on the counter. But I just think we've seen a coach versus a manager today. And again, we got punished for it.
Do you know what? I was a bit surprised. I was half expecting Richard Shaw to be on a touchline today, or even Percy, but I forgot his bloody name now.
So Ramsat, is it?
What's that?
Tom Ramsat?
Yes, that's the one. I was half expecting Percy or Richard Shaw to be on touchline, in fairness, but yeah. Comment, yeah. Let's go for a couple of comments, shall we? Before we start closing this down, this monstrosity. There we go. Some positive. Saves Cardiff under 21's top of the Premier League Cup group. 11 points. Ipswich second. Okay, I can't even read that properly. Here we go. Phil says, no diesel on pitch at all. When we go behind, every fruit's back to the halfway line and just accept it.
Yeah.
Nobody's shouting, kicking ass. But like, I get that, but
You've got Sean Morrison, Marshall in the back line, tell him what's gone wrong, get him back in the game, get heads up, keep going. And I think you see a lot now with this squad. We go well down and everyone's heads drop. Everyone drops a head. There's no one there trying to get them going again. It's been a while, I guess, Nav.
But the thing is, though, mate, it's what you get used to, though. When Cardiff on the run of form that they were, obviously, so leading to where we are in the league, how are you going to get positive when we concede a goal and, it's difficult to be positive I know, yes, you're saying they paid to do it, etc., but like.
But this is where your recruitment comes in. This is where your recruitment should be on point. I mean, again, see, like we said earlier, CEO was a character. You've lost the character now. Do you know what I mean? You've lost that. I don't know enough about this Ajax boy who's on loan. If he is a character, if he's a leader, I don't know anything about him. But you've got to get your key positions spot on. When you're looking for players, you've got to get a leader in there. I know we've got youngsters coming through now, a lot of young players, but you need to load the head in between them time and again. Someone who can marshal the troops, so to speak. I don't think Rawls does that. I love Joe Rawls. I absolutely love Joe Rawls. I don't think he's a leader. Again, he's a great club captain, fantastic club captain. I don't think he's a leader, though. That's a problem.
So I just want to put this to, I know we've got quite a few Leeds fans here, which is great. I love it. Look, at the end of the day, it's a safe space. Like, this isn't a us for them podcast or anything like that by any stretch of imagination. Like, do you know what I mean? Rhys P says here, Leeds fan here, your downfall today was trying to play football. What I'm keen to know then is, maybe a stupid question, Rhys, mate. Not you, Rhys, Dan Rhys, is how do you beat Leeds? How do you beat Leeds? How would you beat them right now? And are you that confident then that promotion is a done deal? It looks that way for me. I like I said, I think this is the best team in the championship at the moment. I've watched a few games that season, and it's hard to argue. They are class. And I do like the fact that the two centre halves are Welsh nationals. Don't get me wrong. I got my Welsh hat on. But how do you beat Leeds? How do you beat them?
I want to know as well.
In numbers now, but
again, I don't mind. It helps the channel and stuff. So I mean, it could be worse, man. What if they end up in the playoffs like last year and lose again? Have to play them again next year. But I'd like to know though. I would like to know though what their thoughts on Cardiff were, because this season I've seen us beat Plymouth 5-0, and I still think the worst team we played is Luton, and Luton beat us 1-0. So I would like to know though what their thoughts on Cardiff was. Do you mean from when we see Cardiff week in week out, I'd like to know what they thought looking watching us today. Do you mean I know we look dreadful, but are we really the worst team you played this season? I know we beat us 7-0, but again, for me, Luton's the worst team we played. They beat us 1-0, and we pumped Plymouth 5-0. But I didn't think Plymouth were that bad. I thought we turned up on the day.
Yeah, that's a good shout, guys, mate. So those sensible Leeds fans in our chat, I would actually love to know your thoughts on that. And I'm guessing a few of you probably went to the game today. So, yeah, that's a great comment, actually, in fairness. So if you guys could, it says, Leeds and both. Leeds unbeaten at home in 14 games. But yeah, you Leeds fans, I feel like you've taken over now the chat, which is absolutely fab. So yeah, if you could share with us your points on the game. Rhys P says, for Arsenal, good, I was impressed. You tried to play football, you were better. That bar is so low. You're better than Plymouth. So I appreciate that.
I agree with these comments, man. I think Burnley are absolutely awful.
Oh, they're awful.
I mean, Scott Parker's turned a passing football side who played some good attractive football in the Championship into one of those boring sides I've seen. I know they effective what they do, but by God, they're boring.
That should be one of the most attractive teams in the Championship, shouldn't it, Burnley? They should be.
Well, you see the way at Company had them playing. When they were in the Championship and the Company, they were free-flowing, possession-based football, attacking, looking really good. And now they just look absolutely bored. I mean, I'd say they're boring. If they get out of the Premier League, they get pumped. I mean, I know Leeds got Swansea coming soon, so hopefully they do us a favour and actually smash the Jacks.
So, Mikey MK says, we gone, my friend. It's difficult to say as when we're traffic, you guys. It's good you guys try and play, but you just don't try and play. He says. Yeah, it is, and that's what seems a common theme with the Leeds fans in the comments. We should have tried to play football. We should have just sat back, soak it up, park our bus, counter attack. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm getting from it, mate. I don't know about yourself, but that's what I get from this.
Well, that's what we said we should have done at the start of the show. Just again, we expected to go up to the same formation, the same style of play as we did against Swansea when we pumped them 3-0, and play against Leeds, expect them to come off. You can't. They've got so much pace and quality. You can't afford to just. You can't afford that. You've got to sit back. Again, you could lose 3-0 if sitting back, which is, again, it's no embarrassing to lose 3-0 to Leeds. 7-0 is it is embarrassing.
It's not take, my friend.
No, it's not embarrassing because Leeds beat us 7-0, but it's embarrassing to lose 7-0. I mean, and like I said, we've beaten teams at Plymouth 5-0 this year. We beat Plymouth 5-0. We beat Swansea 3-0. I still think Luton are the worst team we played this year, and they beat us 1-0. So I just think we need to forget about today now, move on to the next game, and just keep going. And next league game is Bristol City for us. That's a derby for us. That is. We've got to turn them over. 3 points at home as well, in front of hopefully a packed Canton end as well. Get the place bouncing. Just do it like.
I like this Rhys guy. He is a clown, mate. He's a fraud. I think Scott Parker's a fraud. Put it out there. I think he's a fraudster, mate. He's got cushioned jobs and he's still living as a coach, I think, personally. There's better coaches out there that deserve the job. And
loved him as a player.
Oh, he's a cracking player, mate. One of the most hard-working footballers you ever seen in your life.
Love his player. Oh my God, he's born as a man.
He's still living as a coach, mate. I don't care what anyone says. He's a modern-day John Sheridan. Big up John Sheridan, by the way. He's still living as a coach. I think personally, mate. I don't rate him. Don't rate him in the slightest. He's inherited a good squad at Burnley. And do you know what? I hope, and this is going to be controversial, but I hope Leeds take the place of Burnley going up instead of him, because I can't stand him. And that pains me so much. And you know what? I know I'm going to get some comments, some shit from it as well, but I'd rather Leeds United go up for a couple of reasons, in fairness, because I want to fucking see him for another 12 months. But I can't stand them. I can't stand Burnley. I can't stand Scott Parker. So back off. Go away.
Well, last year we were all hoping Leeds didn't go up because I think if they were promoted last year, they had to pay Swansea an extra few million for Peru and stuff today for winning promotion.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
We were all saying, look, we need Swansea to absolutely bottle it with the money this year. So I don't know if they still have to pay Swansea money. If they don't, all the best. Good luck in the Premier League. I enjoyed watching the Premier League. I won't lie. I thought under Bielsa, they were fun to watch, let's be honest. They're either going to lose 4-3 or they'll win 3-2. Do you know what I mean? So they were always fun to watch. But again, it's just this is what we need to try and get to, though. We need to start sorting out our scouting, our recruitment and stuff. It's got to be on point. If teams like Leeds can do it, why can't we do it? We haven't got to spend, I think it didn't cost much, I don't believe. I mean... again, there's that Japanese lad, Mitoma. Is it Mitoma or Mitsoma?
No,
Tamaka, sorry. Yeah, again, I think he was cheap as chips to me. I mean,
he's great, but even though Firpo nearly killed him during the game when he pushed. So Firpo, I'm not sure if you've seen a Rhys, mate, but like Firpo pushed one of the Cardiff boys into Tamaka, and literally he killed Tamaka's leg, like he broke his leg, fair play. But he took. He's a quality footballer, but he's such
that's what good scouting player. Does. A decent scouting network will find these players. Tanaka, 3 million. Again, to be fair, man, we signed Robertson for around similar fee, and he's been brilliant for us. Robertson have, but again, I think it shows you can find players if you're a proper scouting network. So. 100%. We just got to start. We've got to get one, I think, first, and hopefully we won't be in this position next year where we're fighting relegation. We need to We need to build on it, but every year we seem to be doing the same mistakes and making the same mistakes, and we just aren't learning from them.
Right. Oh my God, is it 10 o'clock already? Jesus Christ almighty. Right. Before we start wrapping up, Ben, how many quick this has gone. Thank you all so much. A massive thank you, by the way. I know we were with tongue-in-cheek comments, but massive thank you to Leeds fans joining in. It is generally appreciated, not just for the comments to raise us up, etc., but it's great to have comments so we can actually see the other side of the table. Like, so much appreciated. If you guys, you Leeds fans, ain't doing much and you're bored of your team winning, feel free to like, subscribe, and share. You know, it is much appreciated. Obviously, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Yeah, Rhys, what a top guy. I like him. It must be a Rhys thing. Nice boys. No, thank you. It's been great. I know those of you who watch the 27 Club are not familiar with my face. I am Mr. Rob Wall, co-host of Flower Hour. We do Tuesdays now, so feel free to check that out as well. But thank you all so much for tuning in. What we got coming this week, my friend? What we got?
Matt is on tomorrow night, isn't he, with the breakdown, because Sai's in hospital, so Matt's on tomorrow.
I think Monday Angel's got our breakdown tomorrow.
Is it? Are you doing the members club on Monday?
Yeah, let's do members club Monday, shall we? So do members club on Monday. I haven't done one for a little while. It's a little special treat for you Patreon members. It's not necessarily football. It is literally anything goes. We talk about whatever you want, and it's a good crack. Like, it's literally good fun. So highly recommend you beautiful members to tune in. If you haven't done so already, sign up, you little turds. Tuesday. So we normally do the flower on a Wednesday. That's changed because Simon has got big balls and he does some other show on a Wednesday now for some radio channels. So I've been devoted to a Tuesday. So come join me and Angel, I expect. Me and Angel, maybe you, Rhys, potentially, for a flower on Tuesday. So on the flower hour, we'll do a bit of pre-match reaction, maybe a bit of a cheeky quiz as well.
Wednesday does his radio show, doesn't he, I think?
Radio, that's the one. I thought radio was dead, but here we are. Radio's still rocking and rolling. That went as dead as that as well, my friend. Thanks for that, Rhys. You just pissed off my chips. Anyway, without further ado, thank you all so much for joining. There's only one thing left to say. Do not ruin it or smash your face in.
Up a flower.
Up the flower indeed.
Swagger down the street.